Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today we'll be looking how to solve a quadratic equation using factorization method. Now this is a three-part series. This is part one of the series, so let's begin. We start with an example, and that's going to be x squared plus 3x minus 10. Now, what does it mean to solve an equation? It means you want to find the values of x that when you substitute into this equation will give you 0. Actually, not equation. When you substitute into this function, you'll get the answer 0. So that's what we're trying to do. So the first thing you need to do is to factorize it. Now, in order to factorize, in this case, where the coefficient of x squared is 1, you have to find two numbers that multiply to give minus 10, and when you add those two numbers, it will give you plus 3. I like to start by writing the brackets with the x's, because x times x would give you x squared. We got our first term. Now we need to find the two numbers that go here. So which two numbers would multiply to give minus 10 and add up to give plus 3? The answer that comes to my mind is 5 times minus 2, or minus 2 times 5. Now, you have to substitute these two numbers and put it into this this function here, and see when you multiply out these two brackets, do you get this or not? So let's try the first combination, 5 and minus 2. Right, plus 5 and minus 2. Let's expand it. X squared minus 2x plus 5x minus 10. That is x squared minus 2x, x squared plus 3x minus 10. Now this is exactly the same as this. Hence, we can say that x plus 5 times x minus 2 equals to 0. Now you have factorized the equation. Now you need to find the solution. Now in order to find the solution, you just make the component of one bracket equal to 0. So x plus 5 equal to 0 and x minus 2 equal to 0. Since if any one of these brackets is 0, then multiplying a number with 0 would give 0. So now let's solve this. In this case, x would be minus 5, x equals to 2. Now these are your solutions. So that's it for the first example. I'll look at one more example, which is slightly different, where the coefficient is not 1 of x squared, and that's going to be 2x squared minus 13x minus 7. In this example, the second example, one thing that's common with the first is you have to find two numbers that multiply to give minus 7. But then if you add those two numbers, you won't get minus 13. And I'll show why later on. So in this case, just find combination of numbers which multiply to give minus 7. So we can have minus 7 and 1. If you multiply these two, you would get minus 7. Or you could have 7 times minus 1. Now, those are all the combinations. Now you have to put it into the function and see if you get this or not. So write the brackets. In order to get 2x squared, you need to multiply 2x and x. Now put these numbers in. To 0. So expanded 2x squared minus 14x plus x minus 7 equals to 0. So 2x squared minus 13x minus 7 equals to 0. This is exactly the same as this. Hence, this is the factorized version. Now the next step is the same step with the first question. In order to find the solution, just make each of the brackets equal to 0. And then x would be minus half and x equals to 7. And those are your solutions to the second question. Now, when you're factorizing a quadratic equation with the coefficient of x squared that is not 1, you need to do some sort of a trial and error with the positions of these two numbers and the signs of these two numbers. So I could have put minus 7 here and plus 1 over here, but that wouldn't give me the same answer. Now with practice, you will be able to identify the position of the numbers very fast and easily. But the first time you try, it may take some time. So just practice a lot of questions, and at one point you will be able to do it very quickly in your head even. So that's going to end part 1 of the 3-part series. Hope it helps you, and bye-bye.